Does spelling words correctly and the correct use of grammar make any difference these days when people visit your website? It's a question I ask myself constantly. I admit I like words to be spelled correctly, notwithstanding slight variations between countries, i.e. Color UK and Color US, especially since you can spell and grammar check your article or post before submitting it. I'm also inclined to appreciate good grammar as well, but I'm not an expert on it. I still have no idea what a past participle is after all these years. I'm in my mid-50s, or if there is a real need for a semicolon. Ever. The one thing that really bugs me though is when the writer starts a sentence, or worse, a paragraph, with the word, and this is a conjunctive, which means it joins one part of a sentence to another. It should never start a sentence. I've even seen seasoned journalists and successful copywriters do this, and it drives me mad. Although the latter are writing sales letters and I can see the merits of making an impact by starting a paragraph with "and," but it still seems so wrong. On the other hand, maybe I'm just getting old. Apparently today's CVs are just full of spelling and grammatical errors, and potential employers who are in their latter years are forever bemoaning this fact. However, as the young get older and in time become employers themselves, perhaps it won't matter, as they themselves won't know what's right or wrong anyway. With the advent of Twitter and texting, it's obvious that the very basics of both grammar and spelling are no longer important, and maybe for those mediums it's not. But if that's the case, we come back to the original question of does it matter when it comes to your website? I think it does, for now. Language is always evolving. You only have to look at books written only 100 years ago to see how different it all is now, and words from the time of medieval England are literally a foreign language. And as for Shakespeare, well, we'll save that for another day. No one expects perfectly written English, but your website says a lot about you. It reflects your character, especially if you post a lot of articles or write a blog. It also portrays the one aspect that is crucial to online success, your authority. If you sell products from that site, then it really depends on who you are selling to. But if your main client is in their 40s, 60s, then they will expect a certain standard of writing. If you don't show it, they may decide that you are unworthy of their custom and look elsewhere. Of course, there are those sites where the writer swears every now and then, or tells it like it is, which in my opinion is just an excuse for being rude, but the article or email may still be well written and will find its own audience. Trust is the biggest issue when it comes to buying from an online business. It can be earned by respecting your clients and not insulting them. They in turn will respect you and hopefully recognize you as an authority from whom they will buy.